Hello all, welcome to HKM Vision 360. Today, we will learn how household refrigerator works. The basic principle of refrigeration is very simple. Simply place colder object near to the object to be cooled. The heat will transfer from higher temperature object to lower one. Then object will get cooled. But how this works in household refrigerator? In refrigerator, where we store food items, that place is called refrigerating space. In refrigerating space, evaporator tubes are coiled around it. Very low temperature fluid called refrigerant flows through this evaporator coils. This refrigerant absorbs heat from food items. In a household refrigerator, the freezer compartment serves as evaporator. Here we need to know how this refrigerant is at very low temperature. A device called throttling device is used for producing cold fluid using throttling phenomena. Capillary tube of diameter of 0.6 mm and length of 2 m is used as throttling devices. For effective throttling, at inlet, the refrigerant should be at liquid state under high pressure. A severe pressure drops occurs along the length of the capillary tube. The average temperature drops from 55 degrees Celsius to -20 degrees Celsius. Thus, a very low temperature refrigerant flows from the capillary tube to the evaporator. In the evaporator, the refrigerant absorbs heat from the refrigerating space and it turns into vapors. Since refrigerant changes its phase from liquid to vapor, so temperature and pressure didn't rise, it remains constant. To repeat this absorption of heat process, capillary tubes requires refrigerant at high pressure and liquid state. So, here comes role of compressor and condenser. The compressor compresses the vapor refrigerant that comes from evaporator to a very high pressure and high temperature superheated state. The temperature of the refrigerant at this point is well above the temperature of the surroundings. The refrigerant then enters the condenser as superheated vapor and leaves as saturated liquid as a result of heat rejection to the surroundings. The coils behind the refrigerator, where heat is dissipated to the kitchen air, serve as the condenser. The refrigerant leaves the condenser as saturated liquid and re-enters the capillary tube, completing the cycle. In this refrigeration cycle, refrigerant is in 4 different states. The state 1 of refrigerant is just after evaporation process. The refrigerant is in low temperature and low pressure saturated vapor state. The state 2 of refrigerant is just after compression process. The refrigerant is in high temperature and high pressure superheated vapor state. The state 3 of refrigerant is just after condensation process. The refrigerant is in high temperature and high pressure saturated liquid state. The state 4 of refrigerant is just after throttling process. The refrigerant is in low temperature and low pressure and low quality saturated mixture. This is how food items gets cooled in refrigerator. Thank you for watching in HKM Vision 360 video. Subscribe our channel to get latest updates in engineering videos.